I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the Dairy Challenge. Each one of these jackasses has some dairy products in front of them, and then the winner is the one who finishes it first. The cheers. Let's get going. I was raised on the dairy.
That was great.
Lactose intolerance is more of a lactase deficiency, and is the inability to digest and absorb lactose. Lactose is made of galactose and glucose by a beta-1,4 glycosidic bond, and is broken by lactase in order to be absorbed in the small intestine. There are three types of lactose intolerance. There's congenital, which is obviously at birth. There's secondary, which is a secondary lactose intolerance. And there is a developmental, which occurs at childhood and then persists throughout adulthood. Lactose intolerance is more common in children 5 years and older, African Americans, Asians, Hispanic, and American Indians. It's also prevalent in premature birth. Actually, lactose intolerance occurs more than it does not.
That's true for those who are lactose intolerant, but isn't milk good for the rest of us?
Staying up late studying for your NRAD practical tomorrow? Going to your refrigerator trying to see what you got to eat because you got the munchies, and all you got is some beer and a cold glass of milk? Well, I'm here to tell you, you might want to reach for that beer instead of the milk. Milk has been known to cause diarrhea.
Oh my God!
Vomiting. Can lead to blindness. And ear infections. And in some very, very terrible cases, it can also lead to your neonatal baby to die.
A recent study has shown that calcium may reduce the symptoms of PMS. Honey, I'm home. Got milk.
I'm so ready for this stupid day to just be over with. Everyone I run into is a total idiot.
Here,
What's that?
you need that milk.
Is it raw milk? If it's not raw milk, I'm not drinking it.
Does it really matter?
Well, yes, actually, it does matter.
Majority of dairy cows are injected with bovine growth hormone in order to increase their production of milk. This can cause an added need for antibiotics due to udder infections. Antibiotic residues found in this milk can cause allergic reactions to sensitive individuals. People like me have to drink organic milk.
So sure, she drinks raw milk, but what about all the disease-causing factors that pasteurization deals with?
That's interesting. Do you know that in Africa, milk is one of the food that one of the key elements of our diet. We drink a lot of milk, and we found out that pasteurization decreased the rate of tuberculosis. And did you guys know that tuberculosis is not only human, it can be found in cows too?
Really?
And that kind of strain is called the Mycobacterium bovis.
We learned about that in micro.
So you're saying we need to look at the world as a whole when we consider food and health.
Yeah, and what really is amazing is that even in America you can find that kind of disease, and this is the article that I found that was done in San Diego, and they say that most of Hispanic population, they have tuberculosis that is linked to unpasteurized milk.
My
I
cousin
did.
had that last year.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yeah.
And they say that that kind of tuberculosis is highly resistant to antibiotics, and you have, instead of taking the 6-month period antibiotic, you have to go for the whole 9 months to get rid of that.
Okay, let me see that, Noella. Actually, Corey, did you know that milk's also a vital source of calcium?
They say that milk is the best source of calcium that you can get. But why is it that the countries that are leading consumers of milk also have the highest incidence of osteoporosis? And sure, milk does have a high availability of calcium and other things in it too. But aren't there other foods that also have calcium? Other good sources of calcium are broccoli, spinach, kale, other dark leafy vegetables, and calcium supplements. Besides, everybody knows milk is delicious. So, we leave it for you to decide. Is milk good or bad? We tend to agree with Socrates. Live life in moderation.